Hi everyone, so I'm actually going to wash my Grand Prix here. It's middle of the week. Actually I think it's Tuesday, December 8th. It is 81 degrees at the moment, and it doesn't feel like it's pretty gray out here. And one thing with what's going on right now is it's so dry here in California, here Southern California, that we have a fire late in the season. It's December, like I said, December 8th. So there's a lot of ash in the air again. I didn't get to wash my car over the weekend, so I'm going to wash it again. It's pretty dirty. You can actually see, normally I wouldn't do this, but and you can see a nice thick layer. So that's dirt, ash, and you name it, it's all in the paint here. So I'm going to wash this. When I had washed this last time, I had put bead maker on it as a drying aid. The roof, the coating stuff is pretty much done. They're all pretty much done. I think I'm going to do one last video. It's got bead maker on it. I'm probably going to kill it because I'm going to go ahead and do a quick chemical decon on here, which I have some McGuire's D1801 and super degreaser bottle. So I'll probably just do that. I'm not going to show you that on camera. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use this wash that a friend of mine, he goes by Just Jesus on the forum, at BB Detailing. I'll put his information down below. So it's the same same guy who gave me the coating bottle holder. He actually gave me a bottle of Wolfgang Uber SiO2 coating wash. Now this shampoo is going to leave SiO2 on your paint because it's a silica infused coating wash, similar to what I have here on my hand as well. Bathe Plus, you know, the type of these type of shampoos that are infused with silicone here, ceramic infused. This is just the Wolfgang version. And one thing I don't like about these soaps is that they're not the most high foaming sudsing formula, so it feels like you're slopping around water with your wash mitt. And I'll kind of show you that. But again, the dilution of this is they recommend working out of direct sunlight, because if you don't work out of direct sunlight with this thing will spot. And they recommend a mixture. It says mix up to 2 ounces of Uber SiO2 coating wash with 3 to 5 gallons of water. Activate with a strong jet of water that's in your bucket. And of course it tells you how to wash it from top to bottom. Rinse frequently and do not allow product to dry onto the surface, because if you do, you're going to get the spots. And that'll be a little harder to remove. So that's the purpose of this. I'll show you what this looks like. Again, it's the same principle as Geon Bathe Plus. I'm going to just use up the rest of this on my wheels, and you'll see the type of beading that this leaves behind. It actually leaves a nice hydrophobic layer on the surface, and leaves the paint look really glossy. So my car, again, it's got the SPS graphene coating, which is probably going to get polished off soon. I didn't want to spoil it, but I do have the C-Quartz SiC coating coming in pretty soon, so I'll probably do that on this car, maybe top it over UK. And then I got my coatings. The next coatings have come in to do the coating test. So I've got some coatings there. I'm waiting on one. I'm going to order one more probably, and then kind of complete this and go from there. All right. So let me just come back. I'm going to fill my buckets here, and I'm going to go ahead and probably just use the foam cannon. The foam gun on the hose, and get this thing ready, and we'll go from there. Alright, so stay tuned for that. I'll show you what the beading looks like before with dirty paint, and then I'll show you what it looks like as I'm rinsing off the Uber wash. So I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the bucket, and you'll see that the suds really die off really quick, but I'll also show you what it looks like when you're putting it on with your wash mitt on the painted surface. Alright, so I'll be right back with that. I'm just go ahead and set up. I'm not going to bore you with the wheels, washing the wheels, and the chemical decon process. Alright, so stay tuned for that one.
iPhone, and you can actually see, so this car was pretty dirty, but you can actually see that it's reacting with the ferrous material on the on the surface, so I do have some iron. I haven't done the iron decon in a while, but I just want to show you what it looks like. I'm going to just go ahead and rinse it off, and I'll show you what the beading looks like. Like I said, this had bead maker put on it a week and a half ago. So let me just go ahead and show you what that looks like, and we can see what the coatings are doing up here. Like I said, they were pretty flat the other day when I saw it, so I'm going to just go ahead and rinse it off. Like I said, we got a lot of grime on here. So it looks like bead maker kind of brought these things back to life a little bit. But again, I just want to show you what the initial beading looks like, at least on that surface, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the hood here. Once we get through all this dust and stuff on the surface, that's what SPS looks like underneath it with dirt on it. So let me just go ahead and finish rinsing it, and then I'll show you what the soap does when I fill up the bucket. Right. One thing I forgot to mention is that I sprayed the iron remover on dirty paint, so just kind of keep an eye on what this area looks like right now, as it is dirty. Again, I just rinsed off the initial dirt with the chemical iron remover, so just keep, just remember what it looks like, and then I'll show what it looks like with the shampoo. So let me go get the GoPro. And then one thing I'm noticing is my SPS, I've noticed this for a few weeks now, it's starting to fail right in that section right here. So it's starting to fail right there already, so that's a trouble spot for that. Other than that, doing okay. So let me just go get the GoPro. I'm gonna foam this car real quick, and then I'm gonna get the bucket ready, and I'll show you what it looks like when you're mixing up the solution. Okay, so I just filled up the bucket here. Wasn't recording here, but I just threw a high jet of water in here, but you can actually see how fast the suds die off, and that's one of the drawbacks with a silica infused shampoo. So let me just go ahead and get to washing. I'll show you what it looks like when you put it on the car. All right. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you first put it on, and it just looks like you're throwing water around. So that's one of the reasons why I don't really like these silica washes, is because it feels like you're just moving water around. So there's not a lot of suds on there. I just want to show you that, but I'll show you what the beading looks like after the shampoo. You can see all that beading is back. So the Wolfgang definitely brought back some hydrophobics, and it's leaving its own protection, which is pretty impressive on it. So it looks like. Let me just go ahead and dry this off, and I'll show you what it looks like. All so I'm done. I just put my towels here because I'm going to go ahead and mention what I'm going to do. But again, that's the Wolfgang Uber SiO2 coating wash. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, let me just show you what it looks like first. So because of the silica in the product, it is going to appear glossier. It's going to feel slicker. Let me kick my blower out of the way so I can actually show you what it looks like. But again, it looks real nice. You don't need to put a topper on here if you don't want to. I use the blow dryer to dry this off. It's good enough. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to touch up any remaining water with Carpro Echo. I use this because it doesn't leave a lot of protection behind. It's mostly gloss and slickness. If you increase the dilution, you're going to get some beading from it. I use it at 1 to 20. I think that's a sweet spot for it, but you don't have to use it. But from your maintenance wash, just go ahead and use it every so often. You can use a spray sealant followed after your wash. But look at, we got amazing reflections. Slick surface, cleans pretty decent. It's not the strongest wash. If you want a real strong wash, reset. But if you wanted to use like Carpro Reset in a product like this, alternate. Maybe once a month, use your SiO2 coating wash, followed by your maintenance, your silica spray sealant. It's good enough. It'll keep your coating going long term. you know, these are going to be sacrificial layers on top of that. If you're using this every wash, it's going to be expensive, but at the same time, you're going to go through a lot of it. But at the same time, you don't need to stack it, because if you keep stacking silica on top of silica on top of silica on a weekly basis, you're going to get some muting factor where your paint's going to look a little cloudy, and you're going to wonder what's going on. Well, it's because it's topped with so much silica. It's not always the best thing. So either stick with your shampoo followed by your drying aid, or you know, alternate and use this and then follow with your heavy protection spray sealant, and then you're being good enough. But I'm just going to touch up some spots, because I do have some standing water in a couple spots like underneath the headlight here. The wheels, again, there's a little bit of water left on there, but again, looks good. You know, feels pretty slick. You know, my talc glides pretty effortlessly on there, so it did leave some slickness. The graphene coatings are a little bit slicker, and then this trouble spot here is now beading here, so that's good. Actually, the top's probably the part that needs. Oh yeah, so it definitely increases slickness. So maybe there's still some remaining bead maker on here after 2 weeks. I don't know, but again, the wash definitely left some stuff on there. Overall, I'm gonna let you guys decide if you want to buy it. I think it works. It does what it's supposed to do, which is leave protection behind on your paint. There's not much to it. It is. I don't know what the price is. I got this free from my buddy. But again, this is the kind of results that you're gonna get. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, I'll answer you down below. Yeah, so that's all I have. So again, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in the next one.